94.9.
We fill the world with laughter. We are 𝐃𝐈𝐒 FM 94.9.
My head's so far away.
Mornings are for dreamers.
I'm a dreamer, yes, I'm a dreamer. Oh.
The break of dawn for champions.
Champion, 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 champion.
On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Good morning. Welcome to the Break of Dawn Papers Review. It's a brand new day. This is 32 FM 94.9, and I hope that you're having a very beautiful early start to the day. It's time for the headlines, and afterwards the analysis of the headlines. I am DENIKE. I start off with the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. The first story I see in my front: pension fund investment in real estate shrinks to 20 billion naira. Some more stories right here says Nigeria drops in military ranking. US maintains lead. Cabal in Tinubu's government more dangerous than Buhari's, according to Dalung. Away from that, stampede on Ooni's ex-queen. Others allege illegal detention. Oyo opposes bail. Tax reform. Northern elders, governors maintain opposition as senators lobby. Threat to life. Atiku, LP carpet Tinubu. APC lampoons Obi. 2027, El-Rufai, Atiku's allies meet SDP leaders behind closed doors. Bandits influx task force meets as police and Motekun tighten southwest boundaries. And also you find PDP defer as Okpebolo accuses LG chairs of 12 billion naira diversion. Romance scam. 2 US-based Nigerians face 40-year jail term. Forex food crisis likely as northern farmers opt for exports. Still on the Punch, you find this one that says police recover 784,000 naira from rogue officers in Bauchi. And also, you also find on the Punch, followers dumping Kwakwanso, APC will reclaim Kano, Ganduje. And finally, NNPP hails Kano governor for sustaining Kwakwanso's legacy. Some stories out of the Premium Times paper. You'd find NFF appoints Malian as Super Eagles' new head coach. That's a new development for the Super Eagles this start of the year. Meta ends fact-checking program on Facebook, Instagram. That's on the foreign side of things and the social media space. Analysis keeping the spotlight on Africa's child soldiers. That's an analysis coming out of the Premium Times this morning. Abuja explosion. Agency confirms 2 dead, others injured. EFCC dismisses 27 officers for fraud, misconduct, but keeps their identities secrets. Also, you'd find right here says 2024 year shaped by tragedies, ambitious projects in Nigeria's southwest. Navy rescues 8 police officers, 1 civilian from boat accident. How Nigeria, Ghana can tackle poverty, unemployment, insecurity Tinubu. Ghana's new president makes appointments hours after inauguration. Police disband anti-courtesan unit over alleged unprofessional conduct. And also how Ghanaian president's attire at inauguration reignites his Nigerian connection. Council chairperson bans gas refilling in residential areas after gas explosion. And lastly, INT'L decries vandalization of public facilities in Akwa Ibom. Stories out of the Vanguard headline states, "We shall lift our people out of poverty, Tinubu." Gunmen abduct 46 in Zamfara community. How lack of power, water, Japa degrades health sector. Police dismantle over 5,049 cybercrime syndicates. Arrest 751 suspects in 2024. Ibadan Stampede or your legal team opposes bail application for Naomi Oriomi. Naira appreciates to 1,650 naira to $1 in parallel market. With 18,500 arrests, drugs seized in 2024 as assessors justify global support, Marwa. And also, Obi Atiku, Labour Party, blast APC. Rivers gas explosion, 3 confirmed dead as CP visits. Unlike Buhari's, Tinubu's government surrounded with sophisticated, ambitious cabal. That's according to Dalong. Away from that one, your allegations against APC spokesperson baseless, Alile tells Obi. Photos, you can find photos on the Vanguard. Tinubu meets Obasanjo Jonathan at Mahama's inauguration. APC spokesman denies threatening Peter Obi, calls allegation malicious lies. 2025 power sector reforms needed to fast-track economic growth, Rwanda. And lastly, from the foreign side of things, learn to respect Africans. Macron slammed for requesting gratitude over terrorism fight. Moving to the Guardian newspaper, federal government fails to crash food prices 180 days after promise. 43 Uni Abuja professors ask Tinubu to dissolve governing council. Audit report indicts FIRS over 12.9 billion naira on approved capital allowance to taxpayers. Tinubu directs revival of Nigeria Air project. Take a look at some more. Tinubu Obi hail Ghana's democratic progress, pledge support, urge renewed African unity. Consumers flay planned 2-week power outage in Abuja. IPOB wants Okiro to stay off Ohanese's election. Siblings disagree over sale of family house, removal of parents' corpses. Tinubu urged to prioritize sport infrastructure investment. And still on the Guardian, poverty elevation, Yusuf rolls out 260 million naira women startup capital. Group urges NNPCL to prioritize crude oil supply to local refineries. Soludo denies alleged reluctance in pushing for Kanu's release. Minister faults opposition to Afrocentric foreign policy. And lastly, Ikorodu residents threaten showdown with Ikeja Electric over poor power supply. Some headlines out of the Daily Post before I go on my first commercial break of the morning. Tinubu rallies Africa leaders against Western validation as Ghana's John Mahama takes oath of office. Audit report uncovers 515 billion naira infractions in NNPCL transactions. Biafra IPOB lawyer Ejimako rejects Nigerian government move to set date for resumption of Nnamdi Kanu's trial. And finally, we'll take this one. It says Ibadan Stampede court fixes date for bail of Oni of Ife's ex-queen Naomi Oriyomi Hamzat. We go on our first break. Remember, we're live on Facebook. It's 32FM 949 Fenye. I will be back shortly to dive into the analysis. Austin Udubu is on standby for that. Don't go away.
Stay tuned to 32FM 94.9.
My golden penny, I do enjoy my first choice, nourishing goodness every morning. Oh, when I love for lunch or dinner, quality we deliver. Crunchy snacks, golden penny, serving happiness, nourishing family. Golden penny, yummy golden penny, delicious golden penny, delicious golden penny.
Enjoy happy moments with your loved ones with our delightful range of nourishing, delicious, and satisfying meals from Golden Penny Foods anytime, any day. Golden Penny, home of good food. Serving happiness, nourishing families. Yum.
Kò bá jẹ́ 24, 29 tàbí 32 ṣáà ti fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kàn tẹ 32FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
Baba Precious, you didn't tell me that your wife has given birth.
Given birth?
Your daughter Precious said you have a Smolly at home.
Oh, you mean 3 Crowns Milk Smolly pack?
Smolly?
Yes, it is the new Smolly with tasty nourishment I bought to show love to my treasure.
Aww.
Introducing 3 Crowns Milk Smolly pack, a tasty nourishment. Buy yours today. 3 Crowns Milk, healthy moms, happy families.
Find amazing treats for everyone this holiday with Showmax. Celebrate like a champion with soccer.
Very well taken.
Find your festive inspo with our masters of style.
That's what I'm here for.
Embark on a fun-filled global adventure.
Here we go.
Share jollof moments with family and friends.
My son, the most handsome.
And enjoy some truly royal spoils.
I want the power to control what happens in my life.
Only on Showmax, because everyone deserves a holiday treat.
When you think of Rex Insurance, think of the resilience of overturning a 4-0 scoreline in injury time. Think of the integrity of frying a bunch of soft golden plantain without tasting any.
Femi, you have tasted more than half of the plantain on the fire.
Think of the efficiency of making a sumptuous plate of afang with just 3,025 naira.
Customer, now 220 naira remain for my hand. I beg, give me periwinkle.
At Rex Insurance, our values of resilience, efficiency, excellence, integrity, and teamwork have remained unwavering since 1918. No matter your business, agriculture, aviation, engineering, general accident, energy, motor and marine, our values and prompt claims payment are your assurance of our commitment to you. Rex Insurance, you're not alone.
Guys, let's go and get seats at that table with Semovita.
Sorry, this table is reserved for the bride's family.
Do you know who I am? I'm the older brother of the sister's last uncle who married their first cousin.
Everybody wants a seat at the Golden Penny Semovita table. Golden Penny Semovita remains my soup's first choice. It's made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to provide a wholesome bowl food that pairs well with Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Thank you for staying tuned to the Break of Dawn Papers Review. It's now time to analyze some of the headlines that have been read so far. And remember, later on, you get the chance to also share your contributions, your reactions to any of the stories and the analysis. I am DENIKE Ademuwago. Austin Udumu joins me this morning. Good morning, Austin. Can you hear me?
Good morning, DENIKE. I can hear you. How are you today?
I'm very well. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm going to be starting off with the latest, the latest situation with Ghana. And our president was there yesterday. According to the videos that we saw, President Bola Tinubu was there alongside Olusegun Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, and there was also a keynote address where he talked about Ghana's democratic achievements, and he talked about the fact that Nigeria is there for Ghana. It also seems that the immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari was not present at the inauguration, which might have raised a bit of dust because the conversation was, the prevailing question was, where is Buhari? Does it seem to you that the immediate past president is very much intentional about staying off the public scenes for whatever reason, especially that he mentioned his desire to keep such a low-key life in Daura? He's well within his rights, right, to be away from the public scenes as he's chosen to.
Of course, he's well within his right to decide to stay away. He could also have attended the ceremony. Former President Goodluck Jonathan was there. Obasanjo was there. Don't also forget too, Jonathan is leading peace mission, I think, within the ECOWAS. I think Obasanjo too has something to do with the EU. So he might not be as a result of the fact that maybe former President Muhammadu Buhari deliberately stayed away. I know that former President Goodluck Jonathan has a role to play within the ECOWAS. Of course, once in a while, he goes for election observation on behalf of the ECOWAS. So it's more or less like a representative of the Nigerian government in some of these countries. So I won't be surprised if he was specially invited and former President Olusegun Obasanjo in their capacity for what I just told you now. I do not know whether Buhari was invited. Of course, if he was invited, I felt he would be there. But if he decide not to go out for public occasion, that is well within his right. The other highlight of the inauguration is the president talking about the potentials within the African continent. He made the statement that we do not need the West for validation. I think that statement should be acted upon. It is not just easy. It is not just enough to make that statement. We must be audacious about it. We must take the bull by the horn. We must take our destiny in our hands. The West going forward must begin to see us as a people that can take care of itself. Because if you look at it critically, they are not really better than us. It is just unfortunate that we are where we are in terms of backwardness, in terms of the way we think, in terms of leadership crisis that we have had all over the years. So if we decide to do things differently, I think we can be able to assume our rightful place in the Committee of Nations. So for the President of Nigeria to make that statement, I think it's good. Let the President walk the talk. Let there be a rally point within the African continent on the part of the ECOWAS, on the part of the AU. We must come together as a united African nation. That's the truth of the matter. If we are able to do that, of course, we will earn more respect from the West. Then we also look at good governance. We also look at ameliorating the plights and the sufferings of the people. We have to really look at that. A situation where our fund was looted in Nigeria and taken abroad to develop the economy of the West, and at the end of the day, we secure judgments to be able to repatriate this fund, and the West will now attach conditions to our fund. Having traded with the fund over the years, they will attach conditions that, you must make sure that this fund affects positively the life of the vulnerable.
Right.
So it means that we have leadership. It means that we have the problem of greed on the part of our leader. So if we come together as a people, especially leaders in the African continent, do things differently, all this sit-tight syndrome, allow good governance to prevail, welfare of the people, we'll be able to go as far as we can go.
All right, let's talk about the drama concerning Felix Moka. Talking about the National Publicity Secretary of the APC. He seems to have reportedly denied claims that he issued a threat to Peter Obi's life and family. I don't know if you caught Peter Obi's post on X, where he talks about whether he crossed the line or not following his New Year's criticism of the current administration. Moka was reported to have made that statement during a TV interview, and he said, and I quote, Peter Obi has crossed the line so many times and has what's coming to him. Whatever he gets, he should manage it. Now, Felix Moka is refuting that statement, claiming that he was misrepresented. Do you think that this rejoinder quells the drama? Does this close the case? Also, Atiku Abubakar has urged the APC to tender a formal apology to Peter Obi, but does all of this put a douse to the drama?
It's always very easy for politicians to deny statements when they make statements. Felix Moka is becoming very emotional and very unbearing as far as the policies of government is concerned. Anybody that wants to be a spokesperson for the government, of course, nobody for a political party, nobody is saying that you should not defend your party, but you must have this ability to also accommodate dissenting views. The business, at times I find it uncomfortable when people say that opposition are playing opposition politics. That is their politics. The purpose of opposition is to put the government on the show. But we have a situation where criticisms are no longer constructive any longer. Some people play the role of opposition just because they are in the opposition. They therefore close their eyes to anything that look like positivity on the part of what the government is doing. Having said that, I think the APC need to caution people like Moka to temperate their anger, public posture, especially when they speak on national television. What Obi did on 1st of January was ordinarily expected from him. He marked the government down, that the government has not done anything right. Of course, if he salutes some of the effort of the government at trying to rebuild Nigeria, what will now be his campaign message for 2027? So, somebody like Felix Moka, defend your government, bring out your strong reason. You don't have to get to a level where you say somebody has crossed the line. Whatever he says, he gets it. So it means that he's a threat to his life. So he has the right to petition the IGP. He has the right to raise alarm that his life is being threatened.
But also, what does this say about the general criticism of the government? Does this in any way threaten a healthy democratic system of government where people cannot criticize, so to speak?
It's not as if people cannot criticize. We are talking about the spokesperson of a political party. It's not as if the government has said, "Obi, don't criticize me." And I'm sure if you have President Tinubu, he will tell you that what Obi said, he didn't expect anything less than what he said. Like I just told you now, the role of the opposition is to offer alternatives. The role of the opposition is to criticize constructively. But some opposition elements in our country has metamorphosed to being a government critic. You know what it means to be a government critic. You will never see anything good in what the government is doing. So you magnify their areas of failure, what you think you did not do. Because there are some things to be said on the force. Of course, the economy is still very tense, it's still very volatile, people are still hungry, and I don't think there will be a time that people will no longer be hungry. We are only hoping that the level of hunger should come down in our country. But there are some things that is said that if you look at the indices on ground, they don't suggest what is said. But he's speaking as an opposition leader. I come to think of it, I said it last week, I said if you want to be popular as a politician in Nigeria, just go to the television and say we are all hungry. The Tinubu administration has failed. Even if you yourself has failed in your capacity as a leader, people will clap for you because you are condemning the federal government. Do you know why? Whatever effort that the government has put in place does not make sense to the people until and unless it translates to a better life for them. Until it gets to a level where you go to the market, you'll be able to buy things and prices of things will come down and at the end of the day, the purchasing power of the people will increase. That is why I advise the government continue to work on your area of comparative advantage. Those things that you think you are convinced about that, oh, this step you are taking will take us to the promised land. Concentrate on them while looking for avenue, measure to strengthen our currency, for example, measure to revitalize the economy, measure to strengthen the security in the country. By the time you do all of that, after some time, it will get to a level where your critic can no longer criticize you openly again. Because if something starts working and things start coming down, it will get to a level they can look. For example, last week, former President Obama just said the refineries cannot work. He said he has made effort, it didn't work, so therefore it could not work. At some point, NNPC said it's working. They said, oh, since you have said it cannot work, come and go and look at it. A lot of people are not still convinced that those refineries are working. Do you know why? Because the price of pump price is still high. Some people will be convinced when they get to the fuel station and they are able to buy fuel at affordable price. So rather than drawing issue, throwing jab, Felix Smoker acted so unprofessionally. That is the longer short of it. So it's not about government trying to clamp down opposition. It's not about government. Peter Obi spoke in his capacity as opposition leader, which is ordinarily expected, in an attempt to diffuse that. The spokesperson of a political party came on and started saying what is unprofessional as far as public speaking and crisis management is concerned. It was strictly uncalled for. I hope that it will be called to order someday.
All right, let's touch on Nnamdi Kanu for a moment. The lead counsel for Nnamdi Kanu, I'm talking about 𝐷𝐒𝐻, has rejected the Nigerian government move to set a date for the resumption of Kanu's trial. According to this, he's basing his rejection on the fact that the judge, that's Justice Binta Nyako of the Abuja Federal High Court, has recused herself from Kanu's trial. And he's saying that he's refusing to allow that happen and all of that. I want you to touch on this. She's saying that she's requesting to step down or something like that. I want you to just touch on the case as regards the continuation of this trial and 𝐷𝐒𝐻's reason for a refusal.
Yes, it was Kanu that raised the reservation that he was no longer confident in the handling of Binta Nyako of the case. And Binta Nyako decided to recuse herself, stepping down from the case and handing over the case to the chief judge of Abuja. That is Justice John Torture. So handed over the case file to the chief judge. At the end of the day, the chief judge said, no, you can't just verbally step aside from the case. You have to do it formally. I think that is where the problem lies. So the chief judge had to return the case back to her and say, you can't just step down by way of somebody saying, I don't want you. You have to do it properly as far as the law and the existing procedure is concerned. Now, when the prosecution counsel announced the continuation or the commencement of the case, Kanu's lawyer had to say that no, you cannot arraign Kanu before Justice Binta Nyako anymore, because Justice Binta Nyako ceases to preside over that case as far back as September 24. So that is where the controversy is. So now what we need to address, 𝐷𝐒𝐻 is right. What we now need to address is that as Justice Binta Nyako properly recused herself from that case, officially as requested by the Chief Judge of Abuja, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court. So that is what we want to look at. If she has done the needful, of course, she can no longer preside over now this Kanu's case. If she has not done the needful, of course, 𝐷𝐒𝐻 can also add under that lacuna and say, oh, since you have stepped down from the case, my client said he does not have confidence in you. Since you have stepped down, you can no longer be arraigned. So I think the camp of Nnamdi Kanu is still right as far as this case is concerned. So the judge and the Justice Torture, they should look at that particular issue and set it straight. So if Justice Bita Yako has recused herself officially and formally from continuing that case, then the case will now be assigned to another judge by the chief judge of the FCT. So I think that is the way it works.
All right, we have to go on a break now. When we return, we'll open the phone lines and touch on some more stories. We're live on Facebook, 32FM 949. Fenya, do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression. Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
My golden penny, I did enjoy my first choice, nourishing goodness every morning. Oh, when I have for lunch or dinner, quality we deliver. Crunchy snacks, golden penny, serving happiness, nourishing family. Golden penny, yummy golden penny, delicious golden penny, delicious golden penny.
Enjoy happy moments with your loved ones with our delightful range of nourishing, delicious, and satisfying meals from Golden Penny Foods anytime, any day. Golden Penny, home of good food. Serving happiness, nourishing families. Yum.
Find amazing treats for everyone this holiday with Showmax. Celebrate like a champion with soccer.
Very well taken.
Find your festive inspo with our masters of style.
That's what I'm here for.
Embark on a fun-filled global adventure.
Here we go.
Share your love moments with family and friends.
My son, the most handsome.
And enjoy some truly royal spoils.
I want the power to control what happens in my life.
Only on Showmax, because everyone deserves a holiday treat.
Baba Precious, you didn't tell me that your wife has given birth.
Given birth?
Your daughter Precious said you have a smallie at home.
Oh, you mean 3 Crowns Milk Smallie Pack?
Smallie?
Yes, it is the new Smallie with tasty nourishment I bought to show love to my treasure.
Aww.
Introducing 3 Crowns Milk Smallie Pack, a tasty nourishment. Buy yours today. 3 Crowns Milk, healthy moms, happy families.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi. It's okay. Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsápù.
It's okay. Guys, let's go and get seats at that table with Semovita.
Sorry, this table is reserved for the bride's family.
Do you know who I am? I'm the older brother of the sister's last uncle who married their first cousin.
Everybody wants a seat at the Golden Penny Semovita table. Golden Penny Semovita remains my soup's first choice. It's made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to provide a wholesome bowl food that pairs well with Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
When you think of Rex Insurance, think of the excellence of cleaning the house to the satisfaction of a typical Nigerian mom.
Okay, you've washed the plate twice. Have you washed the sponge with soap?
Yes, Mommy.
Think of the teamwork in managing your mom and mother-in-law for Omugo.
Honey, Mama and your mommy have gone to the market together. How did you do it?
At Rex Insurance, our values of resilience, efficiency, excellence, integrity, and teamwork have remained unwavering since 1918. No matter your business, agriculture, aviation, engineering, general accident, energy, motor or marine, our values and prompt claims payment are your assurance of our commitment to you. Rex Insurance, you are not alone.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Thank you for staying tuned. We open the phone lines 0705 5949 0829 7949. You're on to the Break of Dawn Papers review on your laughter station 32 FM 94.9. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Midolado calling from Jubilee, Noyala. About Peter Obi condemning the performance of the present administration. There's nothing bad in that. So the acquisition or what is supposed to be constructive criticism. God bless you. Thank you.
All All right, thank you very much. 0705 5000 949 0829 7949. We're live on our Facebook. It's 32FM 949. Fenya. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, God bless you.
Good morning.
I'm preaching Austin Hill, analyst in that particular place. As far as you are doing, I didn't know as a prosperous name. I am 𝐒𝐶𝐃. It's my name. What are we saying this morning? The government of the day keep on killing people, kidding people as a matter of fact. You see, we will lift our people out of poverty yearly, year in, year out, on a year basis, even more than what we can even express. We are thinking on the poverty, and the poverty as instrument to rule. The government of the day will keep on deceiving people, keep on fooling people. What are the way? They keep on borrowing money, and in the name of lifting us out of poverty, and the money is somewhere to be seen. The money has no reflection positively in the life of we Nigerians. I said it on the Baba Fender yesterday. You see, the love we have for the chicken is the love that is later to be roasted inside the soup. He said, "Tani say at the year, they have a pattern." That's the attitude of this our political office holder. Electioneering, you see them as they romance people, they love people, and after they get what they want, you see they turn offside. They begin to cheat people. They begin to think people out of poverty. They begin to impose a poverty on these citizens. And we can't see this analysis. 𝐒𝐶𝐃 is my name. That's all from me. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 5000 949 0829 7949. Hello, good morning.
Top of the morning to you and Austin, you doing? Austin, happy New Year. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm a little bit late to join you this morning, but I am just want to appeal to the motorists. See, the PMS price has dropped from 1,002 to 950 now. Let the people feeling the positive impact of this reduction in PMS. I'm just appealing to them.
All right.
The high level of, you say what?
Please go on.
The cost of the transportation is too high. Why the PMS price has dropped to 950, 945? Let the people feeling the positive impact, please. That's the only thing this morning.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll take a reaction on Facebook. So look, Bademi says, good morning. It's good to know that the 𝐒𝐈𝐿 and police has tightened up our boundaries across the southwest states in a bid to prevent the infiltration of bandits as alleged by Governor 𝐂𝐈𝐂. And I believe it's also high time the federal government grants the request of having state police because security is local. And the performance of 𝐒𝐈𝐿 here in Oyo State is giving us that assurance that they will do well if state police should be allowed due to the way and manner their affairs is being well managed. All right, the number 0705 5000 949 0829 7949. Austin, are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, I want you to quickly touch on the NCDC's statement. They are talking about their preparedness on this new HMPV crisis in China and some other regions. They are assuring Nigerians that they're committed to safeguarding the health of Nigerians and all of that. I just want you to touch on it. Is Nigeria better prepared for God forbid, a pandemic, bearing in mind how we handled certain situations with the last one? It didn't seem like we were prepared at all. Do you think that now we probably have learnt our lessons and have put better preventive measures in place?
So we really learn lessons and we really prepare for eventualities in Nigeria. I just think that the way we are structured, we believe that when those things happen, we will survive it last. But in terms of our health sector, I don't see any changes based on the outbreak of COVID-19. You know, we are a people that are more of reactionary nature. Until it happens, we don't have developmental plan. We don't have where we want to be in the next 5 years or what have you. All the protocol, all the measure that we put in place during COVID-19, everything is gone. So when there is outbreak, again, we survive it with local tactics and what have you.
Right.
But it really makes sense to improve our health sector.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Austin, I want you to touch on this developing story. There was an audit report that has indicted the NNPCL of diverting 514 billion naira. According to this report, it says the Auditor General indicted the state-owned oil firm of unauthorized deductions of 82.9 billion naira from Federation revenue for refinery rehabilitation, and this was for the year 2021. So there's an alleged misappropriation of funds and diversion of funds meant for the Federation in 2021, and that report has been developing. What's your take on that?
Yes, I think NNPC needs to be thoroughly audited. Unfortunately, when President Muhammadu Buhari was coming to power, he said he will open the books of the NNPC. He got to a time in the history of NNPC in recent past that they were not remitting anything to the Federation account. That is an aberration.
Please hold that
because
thought.
The law says.
Hello, good morning.
This is John Newton. Thank you also for being there. And I want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu once again. It's just a pity that Barrister DENIKE is just waking up from slumber. I just love our dream of getting justice in Tamrika Nanyako from the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. But let me say, it is not too late to make a start. Apology to General Ibrahim Babangida. I've said it from the beginning that Nnamdi Kanu is likely not to get justice under the Tamrika Nanyako. And I have my ground for that. For last people of empires, I know what the husband is, who retired naval officer, not against the Northern governor some years ago. I quoted that paper, and from beginning, DENIKE also object this woman from having Nnamdi Kanu. If our part of the team, I will object from onset, and so we could see the whole thing playing out. That's why the argument is made by Barrister Zimak or what, or just the that man, it will not make any sense. If discharging Nnamdi Kanu on 18 county charges, I say, let's go further. But I said it in no justice. So the best thing for this woman is to take the proper way, legal way, and report herself from further trials of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm John Newton. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Austin, please continue your thoughts.
Yes. I have forgotten the line.
The NNPCL, you said at some point they were not remitting a single dime to the government.
Okay, thank you. NNPC needs to be audited forensically because it's very, very important. NNPC has misappropriated a lot of funds because at that time we raised an alarm that it was illegal not to remit money to the Federation account because the money does not belong to the federal government. The money belongs to the Federation. And it's accruable to the Federation account, and it's a distributable revenue. You know, governors had a lot of issues with the NNPC at that time. You can't be. It got to a time the NNPC was making money. Nobody know what they were making. They said they were doing under recovery, they were doing rehabilitation, and what have you, and they were not remitting anything to the Federation account. That was an aberration, financial recklessness. So whatever we can do to recover some of these funds, let the government go all out to recover them. We must have NNPC that is transparent. We must have NNPC that is open to the public. Publish even your accounts. Publish your oil output and what have you. Publish them on national daily. We have had it before. During the time of 𝐒𝐈𝐒, we were publishing daily consumption. So let's go back to that area where we can be able to go to NNPC website. We get adequate information as far as our national oil company is concerned. Activities in the NNPC has always been shrouded in secrecy. I think one of the things government can do as a legacy is to open up NNPC, unbundle NNPC.
All right.
NNPC should not operate like a secret court. A lot of funds have been misappropriated under the NNPC.
All right. Onilewo Obarmoro says, good morning, our able analyst Austin. I always enjoy your neutrality when it comes to breaking down news. Keep it up. And lastly, good morning, 32 FM. This is from Oluwaseun Ruth. Says, I must commend the Southwest security agencies for their proactive step towards securing the lives and property of the people, because these bandits are really spreading across the country, which calls for urgent attention and the needs for the federal government to grant state police. Thank you so much, Austin Idumo, for your analysis this morning. We appreciate you. And thank you, dear listener, for staying tuned to the Break of Dawn Papers review for today, the 8th of January 2025. It returns tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. I am at DENIKE at Demoago. The Smart Kids Show is up next.